In this video lecture, we are going to discuss impedance matching in high frequency lines. First, let's see what is impedance matching. Impedance matching is one of the important aspects of high frequency circuit analysis. The input impedance of the transmission line and the load should be matched with the characteristic impedance. If the line and the load are not perfectly matched, reflections from the mismatched loads and junctions will result in echoes, and this will distort the information carrying signal. Similarly, for maximum power transfer across the line and the load, the impedances have to be matched. Next, let's see the necessity for impedance matching. High transmission efficiency and small voltage wave ratio. Now let's see the various impedance matching techniques. Generally, transmission line sections can be used for the purpose of impedance matching. The first technique is quarter wave transformer. Quarter wave transformer technique is generally used for matching a resistive load to a transmission line, for matching two resistive loads, or for matching two transmission lines with unequal characteristic impedance. In all the above cases, it requires matching between two purely resistive loads. The principle. A section of a transmission line called a transformer is generally placed between two resistances to be matched such that the transformed impedance perfectly matches at either end of the transformer section. Two resistive impedances can be matched by a section of a transmission line which is quarter wavelength long and has characteristic impedance equal to the geometric mean of two resistances. The quarter wavelength transformer is used at the junction of two transmission lines of unequal characteristic impedance. Now let's see the applications of a quarter wave transformer. It transforms a low impedance into a high impedance and vice versa, and hence acts as an impedance inverter. It couples a transmission line to a resistive load such as an antenna. It's used as a transformer for impedance matching of load with input impedance. It provides mechanical support to the open wire line or center conductor of a coaxial cable. Quarter wave section is used in line with load which is not purely resistive. The drawbacks include this technique needs special line of characteristic impedance for every pair of resistances to be matched. Next is stub matching. The stub is a piece of a transmission line which is used for impedance matching. There are two types of stub: open circuited stub and short circuited stub. Short circuited stubs are preferred over open circuited stubs due to the following reasons. It is simple in construction and lower loss of energy due to radiation. There are two types of stub matching: single stub matching and double stub matching. In designing a stub, there are various parameters to be considered: stub length and stub distance from the load. Let's see single stub matching. A single stub of appropriate length is usually placed at some distance from the load such that the impedance seen beyond the stub is equal to the characteristic impedance. Suppose we have a load impedance denoted by ZR as shown in figure connected to a transmission line with characteristic impedance Z0 and its corresponding admittance Y0. The main objective is that no reflection should be seen by the generator, or if there are standing waves in the vicinity of the load ZR. The standing waves must vanish beyond certain distances from the load. This can be achieved only by adding a stub to the main line such that the reflected wave from the short circuited end of the stub and the reflected wave from the load on the main line completely cancels each other. Since parallel connections are preferred for transmission lines, it is more convenient to solve the problem using admittance rather than impedance, and Smith chart is generally used for this purpose. Now let's see the advantages of single step matching. The technique is superior to quarter wavelength transformer as it makes use of only one type of transmission line for main line and the stub. It is capable of matching only complex load to the characteristic impedance, and it is quite popular in matching fixed impedances at microwave frequencies. The various drawbacks of single step includes it is useful for only one frequency. For different frequencies, the location of the stub has to be changed. Changing the location of the stub is difficult in certain transmission line configurations. For a coaxial line, the location of voltage minima, that is the placement of the stub at the exact required point, is very difficult. Similarly, if the transmission line is a coaxial cable, the connection of the stub would need drilling of a hole in the outer conductor.